Alright, I think this is working. I think my mic is coming through, but that's what the PS4 is saying anyway. And it has been a long time since I've used the PS4, so if I am a bit rusty, please forgive me. It's also been a long time since I played this game, though I have actually played a little bit last night. Anyway, welcome. I currently do have my laptop in front of me, and I am going to be sharing the link around so that people can join. And of course everyone is welcome, as per usual, but I don't think there'll be many people today. We'll see what happens. It's mostly for me to kind of get back into the rhythm, because, well, it's been a long time since I've done any kind of things on YouTube. Right, I do know I've got a train to test out today because I remember buying it, and I didn't actually make a video on it like I was supposed to do. I've actually not made any videos for a long time. Now I am planning on releasing the rest of the Destroy All Humans playthrough, because I'm sorry that took so long. But basically, I didn't manage to do the challenge that I wanted to do on it, so that kind of sucks. I wish I could have finished that. Failed it at kind of... was it the last area of the game? Something like that. So what I'm going to do is training, and we're going to go to class 313 introduction, because that's the train that I haven't shown yet, and that's a DLC that's currently out 484 for Isle of Wight. And there's one of the Steam trains, because they released Spirit of Steam and I wasn't around to buy it, but as far as I know it's gone off well. I haven't tried it yet, I haven't got it yet, but I'm pretty sure that whoever has got it is enjoying it very much. Right, this is what I got.
Welcome to driver training here at Lovers Walk Depot. Today you'll be learning to drive this class 313/2 electric multiple unit in Southern livery.
Cheers, Matt.
This brief introduction will cover critical driving controls and passenger operations.
Oh, will it?
To get started.
Nice. So, that's Matt Pedleston. I think he's been promoted in Dovetail Games. I can't remember to what position, but I'm pretty sure that that position should not involve doing, you know, voiceovers for these tutorials, because I think he did way too many, because either they couldn't get someone to do the voiceovers, or the people that were going to do them were busy, or something, maybe to do with COVID, I don't know. Let me just get settled where I am, because I need to be in a certain mood to talk. Anyway, how is everyone? And there's probably 2 people joining right now. Don't know who you are. I know I've shared the link, but not sure. So if Lissaran Thistle, I'm painting. Oh yes, hello Lissaran. I hope the painting is going well. Very therapeutic.
Take a seat in the driver's position.
I also hope that the game audio isn't too loud. Let me close that. Cheers. Now, if this looks like a class 314, it's because it kind of is. I mean, the 314 is kind of based on this, but this has got a newer cab because Southern decided to refurbish them at some point. I don't remember what year it was.
To activate the cab,
and I don't think these are even in service anymore, these 313s, because they'd actually, the chassis themselves had been around since like the 70s, so that's a long time Put the master key in. Yep, pretty standard stuff. Reverser to... You want it to off, and I forgot that the left analog stick forwards does the zooming. Right, off, or neutral rather. Press and hold the auxiliary set, yep. For about 5 seconds I think it is for the 314, so probably a similar thing on this. Compressor governor switch, cut in. I'm going to put the AWS on because the game isn't going to tell me to do it, but I know it's up there. Thanks for beeping. I answered. Thank you. Wait for the main red bar to charge. Oh, the compressor's going, that's nice. Don't know if you can hear that. I'll stop now. So just a little tiny bit of information about the train that I know of, because the game won't tell you it, which is kind of a shame. I'm pretty sure there is a description in the game, but it's not going to tell us here in the tutorial. This area here, if you're wondering why it looks like this, it's because they ripped off the Southern made it so that they don't have the pantograph. There's supposed to be a pantograph there, but there isn't one because on the Southern network there are no overhead lines, at least in the route that we have in the game. The only overhead lines I think would probably be outside of London, just outside of there, but I don't think these things go near London. Probably used to, but not anymore. Headlights on.
The reverser is used to set the direction of travel.
Yes, I know that. To release.
This train is now ready to depart. Use the throttle to apply power and get moving.
Good. Set to go to Moulsecoomb. Oh, I'm rolling. And that's the camshaft going. Very nice.
This train uses a camshaft controller to deliver power to the train. In order to reduce power, you will first have to set the throttle to off before raising it to the required notch.
Just like the tube trains. So if you've driven the tube train on the Bakerloo line, or potentially the Isle of Wight DLC,
speed limits is important.
Then you'll probably
apply a small amount of brake
already have experienced the camshaft. It's like at a certain speed it just stops giving you power, so you have to, I guess, change up in terms of throttle. There is an explanation probably you can find online. I know I dug around for quite a bit to try and find the exact information I was looking for on camshafts, but it's basically a bunch of it's to do with electronics and how different things in a circuit are moved to apply different levels of power, basically. Don't need to worry about it, it's just like a normal throttle, except it's maybe a little bit different. Just sound very nice though. There's your horn. And I quite like the 313. I'm not sure if I like it more than the 314, because I kind of like the sort of worn cab of the 314 a bit more. I don't know, it just feels I like sort of wear and tear to be there, and I don't think the 313 has that. There's a little bit maybe here and there, but and this seat is definitely 70s or 80s just by that pattern alone. I'm really unsure of why they kind of do that. I mean, at least in Train Sim World, whenever I've seen seats in the driver's cab, it always looks like they've never replaced them and never refurbished them, which is really strange because the rest of the train could have been quite heavily refurbished. I'm going maybe a bit too fast. Come on, brakes. Oh, don't hit the thing. Don't embarrass me, thank you. Right, set the trim full service, yeah.
Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors.
I don't know why it wouldn't be safe, but sure thing. Guard's key in. Even though I'm pretty sure I saw someone do a video on this and they just pressed the button, they didn't put the guard's key in and it still worked. So,
to travel out of Brighton, we'll have to change ends.
Yeah.
Let's do this now while the passengers are boarding.
Tail lights back to off, which is up there. I've taken the key out. Guard's key off and out.
With this cab shut down, head to the other end of the train and bring it into operation.
Lovely. So basically I have to go to the other end. Here's a quick look inside the interior. Where's the bloody door? Oh. It's a sliding thing, right. There's a little camera up there, that's nice. Just having in-train passenger information system, like telling you the destination, which is pretty cool. You don't get that on a 314, I don't think. And it's overall very nice and clean inside. I like these. The colour scheme on the seats is quite nice. I like that green. But I don't know. When I first saw the livery on the outside, I was thinking, do I like this or do I not like it? Because I thought that the green was maybe a little bit too bright. But it looks nice. That's a me thing. Oh, sorry, my headphones literally just slipped. Oh bloody hell, you only get this kind of chaos on my channel. In we go. Private? Yeah, I should think it is. In we go. Did I turn off the AWS? I didn't. That's bad. That is a mistake. I should probably not have done that. Shouldn't have left it on. I knew there was something. Just going this way. Because I'm not sure what will happen if I put it on at the other side. I'm pretty sure I left the AWS on when I was driving a while ago, and it wasn't this train obviously, but it was another one. And I changed cabs and I left the AWS on the other cab, and I wondered why the brakes suddenly just slammed on for no reason. It turned out because can I close this door? Open, close. Okay, climbing down. There's probably a place here to... Is it stuck? Sorry, why is this not closing? Oh. It's just right there. I do think they could improve on the whole way you sort of click, making it a little bit bigger, because that wasn't obvious to me that I was supposed to click there. I'm not going through there if I can't even close the door back up again. Not very easily anyway. It's just something you have to get used to, I suppose. Right. Key in. Versa, I'll put it in neutral because why not? Headlights and markers.
Now we've changed ends and completed our passenger boarding, set the doors to locked.
At least the closed door button is down there on the oh, it's also up there. I was gonna say then the 314 has it up at the literally up there.
Take this train to Moulscombe, stopping at London Road, unguided, and see how you get on.
Off we go to Moulscombe, which is, well, just outside of Brighton, I guess, because that's where we are now. Open the window, and I'll put the AWS on, because why not? Still got the bell. I like the bell. Though I also like the kind of weedy alarm noise thing. You know, the alert. So, nice. What I'll do, I'll very quickly link someone the link to the stream and keep going. Not speeding yet into throttle 2, and doesn't want to shift yet. Oh, it's shifting a bit now. I think there's a bit of a delay with this camshaft system, as it should be. I'm not complaining about. I'm not saying it's inaccurate. I'm just saying something you got to watch out for. DRA is over there. I never use that, even though real train drivers probably should. If you're wondering what it's for when the light ahead of you is likely going to be red or yellow, so it reminds you to check the signal before you unlock that, so then you can't apply power and accidentally pass the red signal. That's what it's all about, safety. Right, can we stop in the... probably not. Oh, hang on. No, I'm gonna overshoot it just a little bit. Right, unlock the doors. Pretty sure if I press this it'll work. Yeah, so I don't even need the guard's key to be in. I think the guard's key is just to unlock maybe these panels out here. But maybe these work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guard would sit here and then press buttons to open the doors, and the guard's key would unlock that whole thing. Oh wait, it's in. Did I put that in, or did the game put it in for me? Maybe it put it in for me. Not a clue. Closed doors is there, yeah. Door interlock. That's when we're moving. Something about isolation. I don't know if I should press that. Cab lights on and off. Instrument light bright and dim. Doesn't look like there's much difference there, but I can see a little bit. Probably makes more difference at night. Bell. Ding ding. And that's kind of our lot. Couple and uncouple. Set or reset. I'm not sure what that will do. That says something. Pass com override. Oh, lock the doors. Yeah. Good idea. That would be the thing where you set your destination, but unfortunately that's not functional. It is in things like Train Simulator on the PC, but here, no. But the game does it automatically if it recognises where you're going, so I suppose that's alright. Would be nice to have that functional though. That's one of the things about Train Sim World that I think maybe... It's not laziness as such, it's kind of just... It's not really necessary, so they're not going to put it in. But still, I'm sure that people would appreciate more detail sometimes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in the laptop to charge. Do I trust it in throttle 3? Bloody hell. Okay, that shifted up quite a bit. Yeah, I've decided that I do trust it a little bit to move. So I'm going to let it go just for a moment. If we go past the station, I'm sorry, but I'm not looking. The laptop needs to be charged, otherwise I won't be able to see any kind of messages on the stream, because I don't trust it to go on the PS4 screen, like the, I don't even know what you call that, the UI, something like that. Oh, right, turn that off. So as he said, you have to kind of, if you want to apply a lower power, he said to set it to off and then apply the lower power. So I might drive this very quickly in scenario planner. Sorry, headphones slipped again. In scenario planner mode, very quickly, and test out whether that's actually the case. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying that the game is lying to me. I'm just saying that I want to see what happens if I don't set it to off. So then I can kind of mentally get in the zone for doing that, because that doesn't happen with the 314. Doesn't happen with many other trains actually, I don't think. Might be this and the tube train that might have that because of the camshaft, but it makes sense, I suppose. That's probably what you should do anyway, maybe. Slowing down. Ah, we just made it. Unlock the doors. And I think that's about it for this tutorial, because we have arrived where we're going. Mulscombe. Yep, that's where we are.
Nice work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
I also remember that motion blur is on. That is something I wish they would fix, because when I turn it off, I want to save the fact that I've turned it off, that I don't want it on, because it doesn't, to me it doesn't look that good. I hope you understand. Again, not saying that the motion blur is the worst thing in the world, just that if I don't want it on, it should save it, you know, when I close the game. Alright. Just turning the mic off for a second. Let's go into scenario planner. And we'll try on, well, I like Tees Valley Line to be honest, so I'll do that one. Test out the 313 there. This one here will probably work very well. From Darlington to Dinsdale, because we only need to go for a short distance. And we'll see what kind of speed we can get, because there's a decent stretch between those stations. Is that a 6 car? 3 car loaded, I think that's what that says. I'm sitting a bit far away from the TV, but we'll see. Now, basically, I'll give you a little taste, a little sort of, what is it? A little update, I suppose. So, I've been absent from YouTube for a while, and the last stream that I did was a month ago, even though I was trying to stream, but no one would actually come along, and I thought, you know what, forget it. But the last time I actually uploaded a video apparently was 2 months ago, but I highly doubt that. I think it was more than that. And the reason why I've stopped is because I've obviously had that surgery done with my teeth and things like that, but I haven't actually gotten the replacement set yet. That's coming in September. And that, as you know, is pretty much a whole month away. In fact, they said maybe at the end of September it would. Don't know why I get a reward, because I did this in the tutorial, but alright. And obviously the there's probably a little issue going on with the whole passenger boarding thing going on with Teesside Line. I'm just going to open the doors as soon as I get the master key in. There we go. And the reverser's in as well. Cab lights, instrument lights, just touch everything. Wipers are on slow, that's not too quick. I don't know how loud it is though. If you can hear it and it maybe annoys you, then sorry. I know sometimes it was loud in 314. I don't know, I can't really hear it. Unless it's going in my right ear, in which case I won't be able to hear it. But, that's in park. And that's kind of it that we've got to play with in this cab here. There's the aircon, because it won't actually change anything in game, but it does something to play with. There's the fluorescent light out there, and the vestibule light. They're up there. Do we need the governor on? It's set to on anyway. I suppose that was just for the tutorial in case it wasn't on at some point. You're starting it from cold. Marker lights are not on, but they are now. And away we go. Oh, the brakes are still on. That's a mistake. And away we go. Oh, it recognises Dinsdale. That's nice. So, I don't know what other locations would be in the PA passenger information system, but that's in a different kind of size to what it was before, so don't know what other areas it would recognise, I don't know. But I might have to try that out sort of off camera. I'm interested to know. So if it knows Dinsdale, it probably knows some of the others on this line. Even though 313s have never operated up here, I don't think. Not in Teesside. But hey, it's nice that they put in the effort at least. Because Scenario Planner exists, and I think that they should put some more effort into the whole destination display stuff. Would be nice if you could manually type in what you want, even though that might be a bit dangerous because people could type in whatever they wanted and it could be a rude word. But you know, they've got systems to kind of prevent you from entering rude words. You know, when you're making scenarios and naming things, so they could probably implement something. That would be pretty neat. GSMR, that doesn't work. The only button here that works is a contact signaler, and that I think you hold maybe square or circle to get that to do that. And you can also press the phone apparently. That's neat. That's nice. Realistic. Not sure what this does. It's probably the old destination display thing, and before they replaced it with that. But another phone there, but that doesn't let you do anything. There's your sun visor. What little use that is going to be. I'd rather have a blind. There's your unit and vehicle numbers. Max speed 75. Yeah, nice details all around. I suppose that's probably a fire alarm or something. And that's kind of our lot. No event. That's a detail that I didn't really expect them to put in. So you can open and close that. Interesting. It's starting to get a bit loud though. Get some nice speed. So that's kind of full throttle, and we're doing accelerating quite well. Yeah, this is the 3 car, isn't it? Oh. It can probably do more than 75, I'll be honest. A lot of the trains in this game can do a lot more. A bit more than what they say up there. That's kind of like the recommended manufacturer's speed. Because I don't know what the maximum speed on the UK network is in a place. The fastest you could probably go in the UK in this game is probably on South Eastern High Speed, but they changed the speed to kilometers, so I can't really read kilometers. So yeah, 70 odd is something that you should expect to do on, you know, really straight stretch of the track. Limited to 60 here, but you know what I mean. A lot of noise coming through that window. Not bad at all. I like the sounds. So what I was going to test was, let me just slow down a bit. Now it said in the tutorial that we had to set the power to off in order to change down. So let's go to throttle 3. Can we play it straight away, or do we have to do it in stages? No, I think this is throttle 3. What happens if I go to 2? Are we still in 3, or is it in 2? Maybe a bit soon to tell. Now, I'm going to stop it fully, even though we're not that far away from Dinsdale, but still. I'm going to test this out and see whether it actually makes any difference. Right. Release the brakes, I'll go straight into 4. And now back to 1. Yeah, I think what it does is it stays in 4. Or maybe goes into the one beneath it, but not the one that you've chosen. I don't know, there's something about it. I don't think we're going to stop in time. Damn testing. Should have tested that earlier when we were moving off. Right at the beginning. But we made it. Unlock the doors. Alright, so I'll have to remember to set the power to off before we throttle down. Well, not throttle down, set it to a lower power. That is very close. Is it clipping through? Is it... Can't really tell. Is there a bit of overhang? A little bit. But is it enough to kind of... Oh yeah, I think we would definitely scrape that had this been in reality. Well, looks like the 313 is a bit wider than I thought, even though I'm pretty sure... Well, the 314 can go in the underground tunnels, I think. Pretty much. Can fit down there in the London Underground, I think. But it seems a bit wide. Alright, I'll take the game's word for it, but I also apologise for how boring this is, but trust me, I'm mostly enjoying myself, mostly. Right, I think what I'm going to do is, I was considering buying London Commuter, but I don't think I've got enough money for that. We've done East Coast Way kind of with the tutorial. Let's go. I've also been trying to drive the M7 from Long Island Railroad. I like it, but I would prefer a British train because it's on the right side of the rails for most of the routes. That's the only American route that I've got, Long Island and I think Sandpatch as well, but you get that as standard anywhere. What can we have a go at driving? Oh yeah, remember we talked about high speed, so we'll do Southeastern high speed. Scenario plan. I don't want to go too fast. Don't want to go too far. We'll go from St Pancras to Ebbsfleet. That probably would be nice. And the 395 is there. 6 car empty, because why not? And then there's also some nice other liveries from the livery. What's it? You know, what's it called? It's called something. It's like a sharing thing where they. Yeah, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use another livery someone's made because I'm worried about potentially having to credit them and I can't remember their names. I don't know if it displays. Unless I look in the actual menu thing. But I'll just use a standard Southeastern one. And let's go with a 395. Now it should be in miles per hour on the speedometer and kilometers on the in-game display on the dashboard. Or in the... I suppose it would be the dashboard. The place where the instruments are. You know, the dials and the buttons and things like that. Neat. And I know this is incredibly... Oh, well, the fan's a bit loud. That roof is also in the way. Right, so... Key is there, reverses here. Now, will it be set to be in the right mode? Good question. Control for the pantograph, isn't it? Yeah, and then... That button? No. This button? I think when that's lit up, we've got the pantograph, even though I don't think it raises in scenario planner mode. Weird, but I think we do have power. Potentially. Headlights. Day. Nice. ADRS we don't need yet. TVM should come on automatically. Let's unlock the doors. That Medway, UK City costs 2025. Oh, that's cheeky. Oh, that's bloody cheeky, is that? So they've updated delivery to back to the whole City of Culture thing. The last city I think to win that was Hull, and I get the point of City of Culture, I do, and I'm not saying that Hull didn't deserve to win. I'm just saying that I've never thought of many cities in the UK to be very cultural. I know that Manchester, there's a lot of different cultures in many UK cities actually, like Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds, London, Liverpool, but I'm sure Hull is multicultural as well, but I'm just saying that this is a bit cheeky. Didn't know Medway was trying to be a City of Culture. That's in Kent, isn't it? I think someone on RuPaul's Drag Race was from oh yeah. I think they were from Medway, or they've near to it. Right. Ready. The UK version of RuPaul, I mean. Yeah, we got power. We're away. We are setting off very rapidly. So that's in kilometres, and miles per hour is on my speedometer down there, so let's see how fast we actually go here. I'm sure it's above 70. Give it some welly. Don't think have we got any passengers? I'm gonna assume no. I'm gonna assume, oh no, we got one guy. Really? Is that all you're gonna give me, game? You know, sometimes it just feels like, oh, well there's some more there, but I was gonna say sometimes it feels like there's hardly any passengers in this game. Like there's only 1 or 2 people on board your train, and that's not realistic. I've been on some trains going towards Leeds that are just absolutely packed, and I know it's kind of like a rush hour period when they are packed, but I was thinking surely there should be some more passengers in this game than just like 3 people. I'm sure it can handle more than that. I know that with the rush hour thing they were trying to push the limits of what they could do. At least I think that's what one of the aims was. Oh, the pantograph is actually working, is it? Funny, you weren't raised before. Oh, hang on a minute. I was looking at the wrong bit. Right. Pantograph is back here. And it does actually work. Okay. But yeah, that Medway City of Culture thing is very cheeky of the developers. Beep, TBM is working, that's nice, that's very reassuring. Maximum speed is 80. Now to 200 kilometers, which is just over 100 miles an hour on my speedo on the right, unless that says 110 and I'm just sat too far away. This is max throttle as well. Well, I'm only driving this to see how fast we actually are going on this route, though it is only for this kind of first section, and it does drag on quite a while. I mean, 20 miles away for Ebbsfleet. Yeah, we are going very fast, but still, it does feel like it takes a bit longer than it maybe should. I'm sure it's very accurate to real life, but being in this tunnel isn't all that interesting to me. I would like us to come out of it at some point sooner rather than later. Speaking of, on sale now, on PS4 anyway, and I'm not sure if it's sort of on sale across all stores, the LGV Mediterranean, you know, the LGV one. that is on sale for like £4.99, I think. Unless I read it wrong and it was £14.99, but £4.99 for that is, I would say, a bargain. But only if you want it, because I think that whilst that route is very long, there's only like 3 stations. And that is kind of ridiculous to me. I was actually looking it up on the wiki earlier. And I wanted to know what it was like, just at a glance. And I've seen gameplay footage of it before. And there is kind of a section out of Marseille, I think. I remember this being one of the key sort of complaints. After you kind of get out in the Marseille region, it's just hills and that's it. Please tell me I don't have to slow down. I know there's kind of like a cheeky bend here if you're going past Stratford. Stratford International. Passing it now, so I suppose we're on the fast line. Anyway, the train that you get there is probably as quick as this, and it also has TVM, but it's just that the route, whilst it's a very long route, I think about 50 miles, which is very impressive. I think it was probably the longest one that they had. That it's just filled with kind of nothing, which is the main drawback. And also London Commuter, I think, is about 50 miles, and it's got loads and loads of stations on it. So whilst yes, it probably looks nice, and the train is also pretty decent, but the whole the fact that it's filled with nothing, the whole route, is just a major turn off for me. So yeah, £4.99 is probably a bargain for it, but I would say that a lot of the DLCs do need to be a little bit cheaper to sort of seem worth it. And South Eastern High Speed for me is, it's worth the price of admission, I think, but I do get tired of driving this route, and I really don't like this tunnel section, because if I'm driving anything else other than this 295 or anything equally as fast with a high top speed, I'm not going to enjoy it, because it will take forever to get there. So let's just imagine that you're take the 313 from earlier, max speed of about 75. I'd say it could probably do 90 on an incline, possibly a bit more. So you're going 90, but this can go 142 miles an hour currently. So at 90 it will feel a lot slower. And like we said back when I last talked about distance, 20 miles away for Ebbsfleet, and we haven't even exited this tunnel yet. Also, my glasses are starting to slip, because my headphones are on over the glasses. That's the only way to kind of do it, really. Whoever invents a combination of headphones and glasses with sort of the both attached and makes it work practically, well done, whoever you are. That could exist, I haven't searched. Okay, now we're out the tunnel. Kind of on the outskirts of London, I think. In, ooh. This area has a name. But, yeah. Oh, don't get stuck on me, game. There we go. Wipers, I like you can change all the part though, that's pretty alright. And we are in the centre, which is nice to have, which means I could probably drive this in the on a US route and it wouldn't feel out of place. Because all the US trains, their cabs are on the right, so you sit on the right. So you would kind of see more of the right hand side than the left. Just imagine we're sat, let me just get out momentarily, so US trains would kind of be like this, imagining if the, you know, the windscreen was right in front of us there. That's what it's like. So if you're driving an American train on a British route, you can definitely tell that it's on the wrong side. It's not undrivable. In fact, I would actually like to drive the, haven't driven the M7 briefly. And I quite like it. I even designed a livery for it. So, yeah, there are there's some trains in this game that I like to drive despite about where they're from, but I mostly prefer the British ones because I can drive them on the majority of the routes that I've got and they don't feel out of place, at least not too much. Now, careful not to put it in emergency brakes, because I know I did accidentally before. TVM 225, so we're alright. 4.5 miles to go. I know that the speed starts dropping. TVM will beep and tell me when we do. And if I didn't say this already, TVM exists because you're travelling too fast to read the speed signs. That's why it's there. It's to tell the driver how fast to actually go, because you're just going too quickly to read anything at this speed. So yeah, I see it's changing. And there's that nice bridge, even though we are... Is that the bridge that is on the main DLC art? Seems further away than it was on the art, but hey, it could be, it probably is that one. 200 now, right, speeding. Right, that's max brake. Going up a hill, that will probably help us. 160. Hang on a minute. Yeah, 160, right. I'm reading wrong. I'm reading the speedometer on the right rather than the one in kilometers per hour. Keep decelerating. We're a mile from Ebbsfleet. I'm just going to keep braking. 130. We're underneath that. And then past this point you have to actually, if you're driving in the set scenarios or in timetable mode, you have to switch to DC power around Ebbsfleet, and also turn on AWS because it comes into effect past there. So we've driven the really high speed section. I think this DLC is a bit of a, maybe a little bit of a misnomer, because the high speed part is what we've just done, but there's the whole rest of the line over there. I understand why they couldn't just do this section for the whole DLC, but I feel like they should have called it like Kent Commuter or something. Kent something, because that's kind of the majority of where this route is. Something like that. Kent Express. I don't know. But Southeastern High Speed kind of sounds a little bit of a misnomer. Still, there's 20 miles at least of the high speed section, so I suppose it's alright to call it high speed. Sometimes I think the DLCs in this game are kind of a bit... I mean, London Commuter, that name is very, very generic. And I have no idea why. They could have just called it London to Brighton, like they do on Train Simulator on a PC. Because that works just fine, that's exactly what it is, London to Brighton. But London Commuter? I think people are going to Brighton. It is a pretty popular destination. So, you know, it's not just about commuting into London. Right, close the doors on the right. And that was it, 17 minutes, 22.1 miles. Alright. And maybe one more thing we can do for this stream. And then afterwards I'll work on maybe uploading those videos. Hopefully it won't take too long. Right, we've done southeastern high speed. Try a diesel train to sort of round things off on... I don't know if Scenario Planner works really well on Great Western Express. I remember it was a bit broken at one point. So we'll go with Northern Transpennine. And just change one of these to... from Batley to... Let's go from... Don't want to go too far. Miles Platting. No, that's not long enough. Greenfield then. Into... no. Fine, Ashton-under-Lyne into Manchester. That sounds reasonable. And we'll use... a diesel train. Let's try the 101. Because I remember I did drive it. And I did make two liveries there, West Yorkshire and West Yorkshire Heritage. They're just made up things. Heritage is probably the more interesting, so I'll do that one. I just kind of made it look a bit old-timey with the, oh, hello. Didn't want you to do that. Just made it look a bit old-timey with the, kind of made it look like there might be some head code boxes on it. And which is the one? That one. Yeah, kind of made it look like there's some head code boxes on the front, but there isn't. I'm not that good with livery editor. But I decided to go for a dark red, and well, you'll see it if it loads properly. And those 484s kind of remind me of the New York trains that you get with the New York kind of DLCs. Oh, yeah, here we go. I kind of made it look a little. It's crap. It's crap. Unlock the doors on that side. There. So gear 1, no, that's back to neutral. Forward. Panel light. I'm not going to bother setting the marker lights at the back, even though I probably should for safety reasons, but I'm just going to do the front ones, and let's put the destination board on. Where's Manchester? Oh, there. Though I don't really like this Because look, it's hard to get it kind of centered there. Sort of, not really. I'll put the lights on because why not? Waste some electricity. Why not? Destination light. There you go. Take the brakes off. Lock the doors on the right. We'll get ready to move. Crap. Am I in gear 2? No, in throttle 2. And away we go. Right, I really hate the brakes on the 101, really. Yeah, I'm gonna change up. So, the whole gimmick, or the method of operating a 101 is to use, it uses gears. That's the thing that kind of makes it unique. But, in doing so, it makes it a bit more tricky to learn. I like the gears, but I hate the brakes because they're vacuum brakes. And it's sort of like opening a tap or a faucet, whatever. It's like that. The further you turn it, the more it either releases or applies the brakes, and it does that at a constant rate. So if you want it to stop at whatever pressure it's on, you need to put it in lap. Yeah, I'll change up. There we go. But, and 4 is max gear, so no more changing up. So, and it also feels like the brakes are incredibly weak. Except when you're going, except when it's on full power, full braking force. And then it feels like it wants to just snap and stop. You have to apply a little bit of braking maybe. See, so I've opened it, but instead of keeping it on whatever percent or pressure it is, it keeps opening and allowing air into the system. And then if you put it on lap, it keeps it at that pressure. It's a bit difficult to explain really, and even more difficult to master it, and I haven't mastered it. So I've been trying to look up tutorial videos to try and master this thing, and I really can't do it because everyone who does do it has already mastered it, so they're obviously going to think it's pretty easy. They make it look easy, it really isn't. I promise you it isn't. And that's a real shame, because if it had different brakes, I would like it and use it a lot more, because of the gears. I really like this. I think that's really unique. Not sure if other classes of trains have it. I know that the 101 is just one of many that look pretty much identical to this, but they're like the 102, 103, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? They are all exactly the same as this in terms of appearance, almost. And they probably all have this system in it. But as for any others that are different from this but have that same system, I don't know. It's a real shame it has vacuum brakes. I know it's accurate and I know that I should probably get used to it, but still, it's just unnecessarily difficult. See, and then you accidentally apply too much braking when you only want to shave off a little bit. You know, I'll set you to slowly release. So you can see the I know that one of these cylinders, these displays is supposed to change. Let me just apply. There you go. So the one on the left is a dial that moves. That moved a bit, the one on the right. But the one on the left is showing you the amount of pressure. I don't think I'm in fourth. Am I in fourth? Should I be in third or fourth? Fourth. Just mind that. There. So when this needle gets to that triangle, that arrow area, that's when you can change up. That's when it wants you to change up. And if you set it back to 1, you can kind of keep it at the same amount of revs. Almost. It drops a little bit. So if I was to let go, then put it back on, sort of resumes where it was at 1. Oh, speeding a little bit, but it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Now, as for using the handbrake to stop, kinda doubt that that's a... Okay, it's stopping us a tiny bit. It would hold us in place if we were, you know, stationary. But as for stopping it, it's not very good. There's the emergency brake over there. You actually have to reach over because there is no emergency brake on this vacuum lever. What's it? So, and I don't even think that's very strong either. AWS is down there. There is no AWS on the non-Transpennine route anyway. Also, oh yeah, there's a speed decrease here, but we should be alright. It doesn't matter, we're just playing casually. That's a very light grey. I wish I'd made it a bit darker. Anyway. On we go. Almost at Manchester. Almost. And then, on the... oh shit. Sorry for swearing, but this isn't a made for kids channel. You should know that. So, this is max braking pressure. That's max. And we're only dropping maybe a mile per hour per second. And there are some other trains in this game that can do about 3 times that on max pressure. Even more. And then you have to release it back out of the system. It's just kind of like a game back and forth with this. And there are... you know, it is possible to just set it at one setting and have it bring you perfectly to a stop where you need to be, but you really do need to have sort of like a sixth sense. Sixth sense for that. We're not going to be able to stop. But and then at sort of low speeds, it's better at braking, obviously. Right, back into first. Just releasing the brakes. Very slowly. Right. Back forward just a bit. This is fast enough. Do a little bit of braking. I don't want to pass that signal. Oh. Someone either dying, on fire, or in trouble. Oh. Yeah, we passed it. See, it's not that easy, is it? But I think that will do it for this stream. Thank you for coming. And if you want to watch this in post-production, please do. Well, you already made that decision. But even so, thank you for coming. And I will very quickly close it down. Bye bye. Oh, sorry, bye bye. That's much better.